Hi Matthew, it's Dominique here from the Entrepreneur Circle. I hope you're well. Matthew, today I'm going to be doing your website review. So I hope that you, after watching it, you'll find it really useful and you'll be able to implement some of the ideas suggested. Now I know that you've been a member for a little while with us, so hopefully you've had a chance to have a look at the Herd DVD or read the book. It's really important that you get your eyes and ears around that because it underpins basically the methods that Nigel uses to grow his businesses. As you're probably already aware, Nigel has built 8 separate £1 million businesses, and that's been by basically looking after his database and nurturing it, and not leaving it up to chance really, in terms of the interactions that are made. He makes sure that he's very proactive with speaking to prospects and to current clients, and with marketing, I think a lot of businesses they do leave it up to chance for people to contact them, and they're not very proactive on that side of things. So it's really important that as your website is one of your main marketing tools here, that you are that you're not missing any opportunity possible to grab details and to start off the communication with visitors to the site. So that's what I want to look at today on your website. Really, I want to make sure that you're not missing any opportunities to interact and to interact with visitors, or to build up your database and build it up with new leads that you can then start marketing to. Now, I've had a good look around your website, and there's lots of positives. It's got a very sleek and professional design, which I'm sure is the kind of look that you were going for, and I think you've done that well. You've got your social media links here at the top. You've got your menu bar. One thing that I would say, it's not very clear when you visit your homepage that your menu bar with all your different areas of the website you can go to is here in this section. It kind of comes across as just one line of one sentence of random words here. So I would be tempted to either move this down to underneath the image here, a little bit further down here, so it's clear where you need to go next, or just to make it maybe change these pages to different colors, so it's clear that it's not just it's not just one sentence, but actually these areas will take you through to different pages on your website. So I don't feel like it's clear at the moment. One thing that I do always look at, or the main thing I look at when I hit the homepage of a website, is the contact information and how easy it is for me to get that information from the homepage. And I don't think it's that easy on your page here. So it's always a good idea to try and have some kind of contact number, near the top of your website, if anyone does want to make a call, or even an email address as well, just to make it as easy as possible for someone to ask you questions, and find out a little bit more about what you do. You don't want to make it so that they have to search around. I know you have got your contact us page, but yeah, you don't even want that to be a block. You want it to be there in their face. Got any questions, call us here. You've got your contact details at the bottom, but they are again just a little bit hidden away. So yeah, I'd be looking at ways for that you can make your contact information a little bit more obvious on the homepage, so they know, so any visitors to your site know where they need to call or where they need to email if they've got any questions or queries. Okay, so going down, you've got a kind of like a short message here about your website. It's really important that you have a strong message on your website for what your business stands for and what you're trying to achieve with your business, and yeah, so making it a little bit personal so people get to know you. I kind of feel like your message or or what could be part of your message is here, like on the images, really, as they go past. And this section here isn't really selling your business at all, but I've read the you know, the different comments here on the photo, and I think they work really well, and I think they would work well as a message. But you are relying on people who visit the website to sit here and scroll through the different images, or just, you know, watch the images scroll past, you know, to read the different kind of messages that you're trying to get across for your business. And you can't really rely on that. What I would say, when somebody visits a website, they'll come onto your homepage, they'll see this page, they might read, you know, the first image that's up there, and then they scroll down, you know, they'll read who are we, and they'll try and find out and maybe a little bit more about your company, just to make sure that you're the right one for them. So it's important that, you know, you've got a strong message here, and that you highlight the key points that you really want to stand out as well here. So yeah, I would just think about ways in which you can really sell your company as the first place that the majority of people visiting your site will visit. You know, what can you say here to show them that you're the right person for the job, you know, what you set out to do, and how you're going to help them as well. Okay, so that's that bit. Okay, and as I go through your pages, so if I go up here, the About Us page, obviously that's fine. It's just it's your area where you can go into a lot more detail about the business, you know, the history of the business, as you've done. So that's perfectly fine there. And I've noticed that with every page that I go on, the recent blog posts and the recent comments, they stay on the page. You know, when I go employees page, candidates page, and so on. But I strongly believe that there's a better use of this space, you know, in terms of opt-ins. I don't know if you're familiar with the term opt-ins, but you need some opt-in forms on your website, and that's what I would say is the biggest thing that's missing from your website. Because, you know, even though you get visitors, you're going to get visitors that leave your website as well, and clearly, obviously, that's not what you want. You want them to take some kind of action. You know, in an ideal world, you want them to either, you know, call you up to speak about, you know, how you can help them recruit the right staff, or you want them to go onto the candidates page or the job search page, you know, where they can start to look at the jobs that you've got advertised. But you don't want them to just leave without doing anything, and that's what happens, and that's what happens on any website, really, that doesn't have an opt-in with a really good lead magnet to try and get their details. So your website needs to be used as more of a data capturing tool, and it can be done relatively easy just with the use of opt-in forms. And I'll go into a bit more detail on possible opt-in forms that you can put on your website shortly. Your recent blog posts, I think it's fantastic that you're keeping that up to date and you're giving away useful information. If I go onto your blog just here, just go through. So I had a little browse through this page, and I can see that you're giving away some really useful information, which is fantastic. You know, how to get promoted. As I scroll down here, the 8 golden rules of temping. Now, in my head, I'm thinking you're giving away such good information, and information that visitors to your site will find valuable, that, you know, you could use some of these as lead magnets on your opt-in forms as a way to build up your list, because you haven't really, with the blogs that are on each pages, you haven't really told me, you know, why I should read these blogs. You know, as a visitor to your website, I don't think my initial thoughts would be to have a look at the blog and click on that link. But if you told me the kind of information, you know, that I could expect to see when I visit the blog page, then I'd probably be more, or there'd probably be more of a chance of me clicking on the link and going through and actually, you know, finding out that the information you're giving away is really useful. So if you do want to keep the recent blog posts there, I would just try and maybe add a few lines in there as to you know, why I should check out your blog posts. You know, what will I find? You know, will I find useful information to help me choose the right career, or useful information on how to recruit the right kind of staff for my business? And I think if I knew that, then I'd be more likely to click on the blog post and read it. You know, you're going off that subject slightly, testimonials, fantastic. You know, your testimonials are relevant to the information that you're giving away on that page, which is fantastic. Even you know, another good use for this area here is a testimonials wheel. You know, just kind of like you've done here with the recent comments, why the way it changes. You know, it'd be nice for that to have testimonials on there, so there's a constant reminder, no matter what page you go on, of the great work that you do within your agency. Okay, so if we go across here, candidates page. So some ideas, well, let's go back to the homepage. Some ideas of opt-in forms that you can use on your homepage. So you could have an opt-in form on, you know, the seven things you must know before choosing a recruitment agency to help you find staff. So it doesn't have to be that long, but it could be something along those lines. And you know, in order to get that information, they would have to fill in their name and email address, and then you've got somebody new that you can add to your list. You know, they'll have the information that they're after. So, you know, that's one idea. Maybe on the employers page, you know, it could be something like seven top tips on how to get the most out of your employees, or 7 top tips on how to find the right employee for your job. You know, so I'm sure if you sat down and thought about it, you know, and jotted down some ideas, you'd be able to come up with some really good lead magnets that you could give away, that, you know, someone who was looking to recruit staff would find really useful. And that's the kind of idea that you need to do. Or take and implement on each page, really. You know, an opt-in form, you know, with a lead magnet that's relevant to the information that you're giving away in that on that page. And that's the area that I really want to focus on today, because I do think you've got a good website here. You know, it'd be, but I think it could be made more effective by adding some opt-in forms on there, so you're not missing any opportunity at all to convert visitors in your website into leads that you can then start marketing to. So I wanted to show you some websites that do it really well, so you can see how it works. The first website I wanted to show you was this one here. It's the Fairy Tales Nursery, which is run by Nick, who's one of our members. Now, his opt-in forms on his website has completely transformed his business, and I'm just going to go through all the opt-in forms that he's got. So as you can see, we haven't landed anywhere special. We're just on the home page. You know, and straight away I can he's offered me the opportunity to apply for free funded places for 2 to 4 year olds. Apply now. So that's one way in which Nick can capture details. And then I've got book a visit here. That's a second way that in which Nick can capture details with his contact number there. You know, get our free guide, what to look for when choosing the perfect nursery. Name, email address, and Nick's got somebody else to market to. Check availability, and with the contact number. You know, there's another way in which Nick can capture details over the phone. Check out our magical facilities. Name, email address, and contact number, and I can book a show around. Golden tickets. And this is a money off offer, but he's decided to name it something a little bit, you know, more fun, a little bit more quirky. And that, again, to gain that money off voucher, I'd have to enter in some details. And then I've got a parent pack, so he's changed it slightly. This is a hard copy pack which will get posted out to you. So not everyone likes to receive emails, so, you know, if you want to receive a pack posted, then that's an option as well. I just need to leave him my name, address, email address, and I can get that sent out, and then that's somebody else Nick can add to his list. I've got request a call back, and I just need to enter my name, email address, and phone number, and then I can get an appointment there. And then I've got the live chat area here as well. So when somebody is on, when somebody's on live chat, I can speak to someone live if I've got any questions. Obviously, at the moment there isn't, so I can just leave a message and so on. So as you can see, there's 8 ways there. Well, roughly 8 ways in which Nick has tried to capture visitor details, and we haven't landed anywhere special. We're just on the home page. He's cleverly put it to one side so it doesn't take away from you know, the message that he's given away here, the video and his lovely photo with his testimonial. It's just cleverly blended into the sides. But as you can see, as a parent, you would find any of the information offered on the right hand side of the screen very useful. And he hasn't just stopped there. He's continued his opt-in forms onto the other pages as well. And as I go through to this page, sorry, the internet's a little bit slow. Oh, very slow. Oh no, let's try and go back here. Okay, I'm going to get back to Nick's website, but obviously you please feel free to visit his website, because you'll see on the other pages that he's got opt-in forms that relate to the information that he gives away on that page. And it's completely transformed his business. He's gone from getting, you know, 10 to 12 leads a week to getting hundreds of pieces of information. So it's worked really well for him. I'm going to take you through to Marvelous PR. This is another website that does it well, but in a slightly different way. Marvelous PR is run by Lucy Matthews, and she hasn't got as many opt-in forms, but she's got one big one here, which definitely grabs your attention as you land on the home page. So I can get a free ebook on how to exploit PR, and I just need to enter my name, email address, and then I can get my free ebook. And then Lucy has got a piece of data that she can start marketing to. So that works really effectively. So you could even create an ebook. There's a number of places in which you can create your own ebook cover for like really cheap prices, and just to make it look a little bit more appealing. So yes, that's one idea. And the last site I wanted to show you was the Best Of website, where you can, this is for people who are looking for franchise opportunities. And straight away, homepage, I can request a free franchise information pack. And this is a hard copy pack which will get sent to me, and I just need to enter in some details, and that will get sent out to me in the post. So as you can see, you know, opt-in forms are a powerful thing here, and I think it's one thing that will completely transform your website and the way it works currently. So I would definitely take the time to sit down and look at what you've got already, and maybe think of new ideas of things that you can offer, because I think you can definitely take a lot from your blog page, you know, if you are struggling for ideas of stuff you can give away, because you have got some really valuable information there. But yeah, I think that's it. And sorry, one last thing that just popped into my head. Because you are offering such a bespoke service, which is fantastic. You know, we always talk to our members about, you know, niching down and finding one area to focus on, which clearly you've done very well. But it'd be nice to make it even more personal by maybe having a meet the members, or meet the employee. I'm sorry, get my words out. Meet the team page. So, you know, taking pictures of staff, you know, and maybe, you know, just having a little link to it, you know, meet the people who will be working with you, or meet the people who will be helping you find your dream career. And, you know, a nice little picture with a little you know, blurb about them and what they do in the business, how long they've been working in the business. I think that would be such a nice personal touch on your website, you know, so they can get to meet you straight away. And then, you know, you could even invite them down. You can have a page that's dedicated to this on the website, and then maybe just invite people down to have a coffee with you. Like, why don't you come down and meet the team face to face? They'd love to talk to you, and I think that would be a nice touch as well. So I hope that you've found that useful, and that you've managed to take some ideas away, and that you can start to implement. I think you've done a good job so far, but we can definitely make some improvements there. But if you've got any questions at all, or you want to talk through the website review, if you don't understand certain parts, then please feel free to give me a call. The number here in the office is 0121 765 3405, and you can email in as well. My email address is Dominique, DOMINIQUE, at nigelbottrell.com if you have got any questions at all. Okay, you take care. Bye.